In 1314, the 24th of June, King Henry says we're ready now to steal the stolen spoon. He brought his biggest army, but discovered it back to Bruce. In Bannockburn he found that he was up against a Bruce.
Well, we raised our pikes and the English kept a coming, but they weren't quite so happy when we gave the pipes a blow. Struck once more, they began a running. Ready, steady, Eddie, go, it's time to shoot the craw.
Well, we had to boil the porridge and a wee pinch of salt. We had to drown the whiskey and it was the finest malt. We each wore a tammy and we wore to fill the bags. Eddie wasn't terror when he seen the hairy legs.
Well, we raised our pikes and the English kept a coming, but they weren't quite so happy when we gave the pipes a blow. Struck once more, they began a running. Ready, steady, Eddie, go, it's time to shoot the craw.
Now, poor King Edward nearly had a fit when he seen his cavalry had fallen down a pit. His men looked up from the trap that Bruce had built, and they were shocked to find out what was worn beneath the kilt.
Well, we raised our pikes and the English kept a coming, but they weren't quite so happy when we gave the pipes a blow. Struck once more, they began a running. Ready, steady, Eddie, go, it's time to shoot the craw.
He sent for his archers, a group of country folk. They heard and they heard what a funny way they spoke. With those archers, Eddie had to go, but they were as effective as the ones on radio.
Well, we raised our pikes and the English kept a coming, but they weren't quite so happy when we gave the pipes a blow. Struck once more, they began a running. Ready, steady, Eddie, go, it's time to shoot the craw.
Shoot the craw line! Woo! On the fastest horse that you ever saw, King Eddie went a racing o'er the border and the wall. He was fond of Scotland, but he never did return. He didn't like the welcome that he got to Bannockburn.
Well, we raised our pikes and the English kept a coming. They weren't quite so happy when we gave the pipes a blow. Struck once more, they began a running. Ready, steady, Eddie, go, it's time to shoot the craw. Ready, steady, Eddie, go, it's time to shoot the craw.